Okay, on this week's mixtape now, I know you guys have been bouncing to this track in the clubs, yeah? This girl, she dropped her first single, Do You Mind? And it was big. And I know you've heard her second track, which is Daydreaming. Yes, it's Kyla.
Hello.
Welcome to the mixtape.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good, you know. I'm really good. Working really hard on my album at the moment and just really enjoying being in the studio and yeah.
Okay, let's take it back, yeah?
Okay.
Because everyone knows your track, Do You Mind?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think it was going to be so big?
I had no idea. No idea whatsoever.
How did you kind of come about putting that track together, or how did you start like getting to music?
Okay, basically what happened was, for the first time ever, I attempted to write a track and I was kind of shocked once I'd finished the track that I thought it's pretty good. So in my local area, it's quite small, I decided to put on like a big competition basically. A lot of people come down, a bit of a talent show, and everyone had to pay to get in, and that funded for my first music video, which a lot of people won't know about. It's called Be What You Want to Be.
Okay, we're going to search that. Is that like on the net somewhere?
Yeah, if you check on YouTube, it's on
Guys,
there.
let's YouTube that. Get back to me, yeah?
So yeah, hopefully they'll like it. So I kind of done that video, and that caught the eye of Paleface. He kind of contacted me and said, you know, do you want to do a track together? So I was like, yeah, what am I doing? First time. Which is good,
because it's all about the networking
brilliant.
thing.
And I had no idea, like, kind of, when he said to me about, you know, that Sticky wanted to work with me as well.
Wow,
I had no idea
yeah.
who he was. I had to kind of, because obviously Huntingdon's quite small, so it's like, underground music really doesn't exist.
I think as you kind of make contact with one person and then you kind of get to know other people and then you kind of learn, I think you learn something new about the industry every day anyway.
Yeah, it just opens up so many doors and you kind of realise so much. So I basically got in the studio and we wrote the track Do You Mind? And then literally I think about 4 weeks, boom, it was there. Like I wasn't even prepared.
You weren't prepared for the response you actually have had from that track?
Not at all, not at all.
So you didn't even think, like, when it was finished or when you were writing this track or when you were kind of singing or recording it, that, you know what, this is going to be a big tune?
No, I had no idea.
So how do you feel like right now, like the response you've had from it?
Do you know, it's just almost, I can't explain it. The only thing I can explain is that I feel like I'm in a dream and I'm waiting for someone to pinch me, to wake me up out of it, because it's kind of like a dream come true.
Yeah, do you know what, I think for you, your talent shines through anyway in your songs. So like you've now come with Daydreaming, just kind of like, not the whole funky music, kind of house thing.
No, it's more, it's kind of like on the edge. I kind of look at it more on the edge of soulful house, but it's kind of
it's still a bit funky, which is good, because it's big. Funky's so big at the moment.
Funky's huge right now.
So, you've dropped 2 singles.
Yes.
Album?
Definitely. I'm so excited. We're working on an album right now, but a lot of people are going to be quite confused because I think they're expecting me to bring out a funky album, and that's not what they're going to get.
But do you know what? I think you show your versatility, like in the second track. Yeah. It's a bit laid back from the first track. That's proper club tune.
Yeah.
This is like, it's cool. You can see people bop into it. Yeah. But you can still see them jam into it in a club. Yeah. In a way.
It's kind of just got that kind of like little bop.
But not as heavy as the first one.
No, and I wanted to do that. A lot of people have been asking me whether I wanted to bring out another kind of banger. And I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to, how can I put it, I didn't want to kind of try and outshine Do You Mind? And then I was thinking if I try to, I might get stressed out because it's kind of, you don't really know what's going to be a hit and what's not.
But where do you get your inspiration from to write this, like to get it all down?
Do you know, I'm going to be honest, it's a lot of it. Sometimes, like when I look at Daydreaming, the inspiration was from Do You Mind? And that sounds really strange.
Crazy.
But it was kind of, for Do You Mind, it got me, I'd never been in a hot country before.
Okay.
I'd always gone to kind of Canada at Christmas time where it was really, really cold. And so it was my first kind of hot holiday, if that makes sense. And so what happened was I was thinking, wow, Do You Mind has got me doing all these really fantastic jobs, you know, I'm travelling up and down the country, I'm going to go to these hot country places, and so that's where I got, because a lot of people think I'm writing about a guy with daydreaming, but it's kind of, is it real, is it a fantasy? That was kind of like my idea.
It's kind of, that's what you first get when the video kicks in, and then your lyrics kick in, but as I think the video goes on, you kind of get the gist of what's kind of...
I was trying to get it in Kyla's way. Originally, I wanted to do, you know, Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah.
When they eat a biscuit and shrink down and land in a cut. I wanted to kind of do that kind of thing, but they told me no. And I had to settle with pink bubbles, which was all right.
But it works. It works. So you know what? Let's not mock it.
No, I like the pink bubbles.
So tell us about your album. That you want to. It's not going to just be like you said, a funky house thing. It's going to be like different kinds of, like a bit poppy, maybe.
Yeah, there's going to be obviously my next single is going to be a pop track. So on the album, there's going to be anything up to, like, obviously funky, soulful house, lovers rock, pop, electro. I'm just kind of wanting to show everyone that I can be quite versatile and give them a little bit more. I didn't want to kind of just market, like put myself in just one market. I kind of wanted to show.
You just want to brand yourself one way. You want people to see, you know what, this girl's got something else to her. She can do this and she can do that. So
yeah, and I kind of, you know, and the idea I wanted was, obviously with my mum and dad, they kind of really like the kind of lovers rock kind of, they look at like an old kind of genre.
So you're trying to bring them into it as well?
Yeah, so I was just thinking like we can try and get the young, you know, the younger generation and the older generation in and
kind of bring them together.
Yeah, so, you know.
I like what you're trying to do there.
Yeah, it's kind of, hopefully it'll work, fingers crossed. But it's a lot of fun doing the album, like I can't explain it. It's, every day when I get in the studio, I don't even know what I'm going to record.
You just go with it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hold it right there. We're going to take a quick break. So guys, I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to the mixtape. I'm here chilling with Kyla.
Hello.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm really good, Yeah.
Now, what I wanted to ask you is, when you kind of come out with your music, do you get nervous, like, that you have to kind of outshine other artists that are out there doing their thing right now?
Do you know what? I was wondering how I would feel, because when Do You Mind kind of come out, obviously there was a lot of female artists out there, but it was kind of like, when Do You Mind come out, funky had just kind of started to begin. So I was like kind of roughly, there was only me and a couple of other girls.
So do you think you came just at the right time?
I did. I do feel like I just come at the right time, and there's so many girls out there, and I thought it'd be funny, but I'm not. You know, it's brilliant. That sounds really awful.
What do you mean?
Because, you know, the reason why I thought it'd be funny is because I was thinking, oh, am I gonna have to like kind of push myself out and be like, no, listen to me, but it's not like that.
I think the track speaks for itself. So.
Yeah, and then like all the other girls that I've met that are in funky house are brilliant. Like there's Malika, and there's
she's kind of flying sky high right now with her track.
Her voice is beautiful, and she's so, honestly, the girls, all of them are so lovely. Like,
that's good. I think it's nice to hear like from artists that everyone kind of gets on with each other.
Yeah, there's not, to me, like, a lot of people ask me, and honestly, I've not actually met anyone yet.
You know what, Kyla, you can actually be straight with this, yeah? This is the mixtape, right? So none of this nicety stuff, right?
Come on, dish it out. No, honestly, I'm waiting, but, because you know, it's like some genres can get a bit messy, but at the moment, it's lovely. Every single person I've met so far is always humble and always nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I think people actually get that you have to work together to kind of keep the music thing moving.
And that's what I always look at. When you look at the US, I think they kind of, instead of being like, no, hear me, they come together as one big unit.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's what's nice, because that's how I feel at the moment with funky. It's kind of like, the people I've met, they're all, you know, even the other day, Egypt, when we were at the UK Funky Live.
Still big, like everyone's big.
And she just come up to me and she was like, hi. And I thought it was really nice because she didn't have to do that.
So it's nice, because then that must, like, when people acknowledge you, it's kind of like,
yeah,
you know what? She knows about me.
Yeah, it is. We've got a bad tune as well.